also serves as a medium for delivering of uh, different nutrients to the cells and tissues of the human body, and also for the removing of the waste products from cellular metabolism to excretion organs like kidney, also some organs which are responsible for the neutralization of the toxins, liver, lungs for secretion. It also maintains the involved in the thermoregulation and maintain the homeostasis of the body, responsible for biological stability. Like the blood plasma, the blood plasma include different biologically active compounds. It consists of the water, which is represented by the 91% or 92. Some solids, which constitute 8 to 9%. Coagulants like fibrinogens, blood clotting factors, plasma proteins like albumin and globulin, which maintain the colloidal osmotic pressure, uh, and electrolytes like sodium, potassium, chloride, bicarbonate, calcium, different sources of immunoglobulins, which are antibodies, and the glycoproteins based on their chemical nature. The glycoproteins or immunoglobulins are it is a type of the proteins which are involved in different type of the immune reactions, and these proteins produced by the plasma cells. Coagulants like fibrinogen are responsible for the blood clotting in case of the bleeding injury of tissues, uh, and coagulation incubator proteases help to prevent abnormal coagulation, hypercoagulability, to resolve clots after they formed. Like the fibrinogen-free fluid, which we obtain after the removal of the clot, is called blood serum. So blood serum is a blood plasma minus fibrinogen. Tank. Mhm. Plasma protein, albumin, it is the most abundant type of the protein and represent half of the total protein of plasma in a healthy adults or humans, we can say. So it is synthesized by the cells of the liver, which are called hepatocytes, and excreted into the bloodstream. Storing of the albumin uh, takes place in the liver. So serum albumin functions as it performs functions as a significant modulator of plasma oncotic pressure, and also involved in the process of transportation of different endogenous and exogenous ligands. Tak, globulins. The globulins are globular proteins. They're called because of the spherical shape of the molecule. Uh, this group of proteins include immunoglobulins, enzymes, uh, carrier proteins, as well as the complement. The functions of globulins to maintain the body's immune system, transport of the protein. Take this moment. The synthesis of the globulins takes place in the liver. Alpha globulins and beta globulins are the main groups of these substances. The cells also which are involved in the production of the globulins are lymphocytes, plasma cells, and lymphoid tissue. Here they present a type of the globulins, gamma globulins. Так, immunoglobulins. antibodies, which are essential components of the immune system. So they organize complexes, block different pathological agents, which we called antigens, like fungi, bacteria, viruses, parasites. Uh, yeah. So here's the structure of the antibody, class type, and studied like functions. Formed elements. Now let's talk about the formed elements of the blood, like RBC. All of them have spectacular features. Uh, RBC are nucleated in humans, nucleated biconcave disc in humans, but in some classes of organisms, they are nucleated, have nucleus, like in frogs. They make up 99% of the formed elements of the blood. We can see the most abundant type of the cells, and the lifespan is about 120 days. The number of RBC per liter is vary in males and females, and in men constitute 500 million cells, whereas in women it comprises 450 million cells per liter. So we can say that RBC lost all the organelles after the maturation, after the final formation, and the main function is transport of the gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide. Okay. Okay. Sorry. My God. Just a moment, please. Sorry, guys, for the interruption. There was a problem, technical problem. So, erythrocytes are cells which are responsible for the transport of the gases like CO2 and oxygen. The next group of the cells, um, we are going to consider white blood cells. So, neutrophils. These cells are nucleated. The nucleus is vary in shape. That's why it is also called the polymorphonuclear, because the shape changes upon the different factors, and it shows only slight nuclear lobulation. Nuclear lobulation. All the cells of the neutrophils have dark staining lobes. Females also often have small drumstick shaped lobe, bar body, whereas so neutrophil cytoplasm is lightly eosinophilic and contains or comprises two types of the granules. The first type of the granules are small, and it is the most widespread type of the granules, the membrane-bound specific granules, which stain faintly with different neutral dyes and contain bacterial enzymes for receptor-mediated phagocytosis. The second type of the granules are occasional, large azerophilic granules, um, which are embedded with the lysosomes and contain peroxidase, hydrolytic enzymes, and stained reddish purple. The neutrophils have small Golgi complex and few scattered mitochondria. The glycogen granules also present and they deposited in the cytoplasm. These cells are characterized as actively motile and also may functioning outside the circulation. The lifespan is about 4 days in connective tissue. The general view of the neutrophil morphology by means of the electron microscopy. Next type, eosinophils. The eosinophils make up a small proportion of leukocytes in the peripheral bloodstream. They constitute 1 to 4% of leukocyte count with a diameter 12 to 50 μm, and they're slightly larger compared to neutrophils. The nucleus is bilobed, so the specific granules also present in the cytoplasm. Granules contain various hydrolytic enzymes, secrete histaminase, which inactivates histamine produced by basophils as well as the mast cells. The specific granules have a irregular shape and ranging from the ellipsoid to football form. In some species, include humans, have a special structure called internal crystalloid core. So the internal crystalloid core, the diagram illustrates its structure. You can see it inside of the the internal crystalloid core of eosinophils consists of two parts. The first is the core, and the granules consist of the core and the matrix. The core made up of crystallized maltose binding protein, whereas the matrix contains eosinophilic protein X. Tank. Mm-hmm. The small Golgi complex present also, and there are few skated mitochondria. Eosinophils. Mm-hmm. Basophils. Basophils is the least numerous type of leukocytes and account about 1% of the leukocyte count. The diameter of the cell 10 to 40 μm. They are large. They have large specific granules, which are basophilic, and it is a widespread type of the granules almost fill the cytoplasm, and the nucleus is often irregular in shape or bilobed. So the basophils are responsible for the production of platelet activating and eosinophilic hemotactic factors. So as the name implies, the factors, platelet activating factors, are responsible for the activation of the platelets, whereas eosinophilic chemotactic factors play a crucial role in the recruitment of eosinophils in case of parasitic infection and refer their direction to the parasitic inflammatory regions. The eosinophilic chemotactic factors are produced in different sort of cells, not only in basophils but also in mast cells. the type of these factors, like lymphokines, are produced in lymphocytes. So mainly basophils are responsible for the production. These cells originated in the bone marrow from a definite type of cells, which were called mesenchymal cells or cell precursor, which are multipotent, have an ability to give rise to different type of the cells. The basophils have surface receptors, which are responsible for the binding of immunoglobulin E, which is produced by the plasma cells in the connective tissue. And the cells are associated with some pathological and functional issues. They involved in different type of reactions, like allergic reactions, and increase in number in many clinical conditions such as fever, urticaria, in chronic sinusitis, and in some leukemias. So the next diagram illustrates the size of the basophils compared to eosinophils and neutrophils. You see that this sort of cells is twice, maybe we can say twice larger than eosinophils and neutrophils. For today, I finished. I will send you the video as usual, and your task will be study material about the cells, granular and the granulocytes. Thank you for the attendance. Bye bye. Oi, deixa eu ver. Mhm. Mhm.